the ring. Pat Hallacy out of Wichita, Kansas, 25 years old, a record of 27-5-1. His last fight, May 2nd in Newton, Kansas. Third round knockout of Dennis Morgan back in March. Lost by decision to junior middleweight champion Ayala in Copenhagen. So Pat Hallacy, no stranger to world travel. In fact, he's fought in both Copenhagen and South Africa. And a tough assignment here against the younger man, 18-year-old Tony Ayala, who's 10-0 as a pro, 9 by knockout. The referee is Emil Lowe. That's Ayala in the black trunks and Hallacy in the white. Tony Ayala, known as Torito, the baby bull, his last bout in Phoenix, Arizona, a KO of Agapito Ramirez in the third round. In fact, the only opponent he did not knock out of the pros, Mike Baker of Washington, D.C., who went the distance last November, about that was televised by NBC.
As you can see, Hallacy, a left-hander right now, content to move around him and box. He has not come to lay it all out, as he said. Torito right now doing his homework down below.
This is round one, scheduled for 8. Tony Ayala, the third oldest of the fighting Ayala brothers. The others are Sammy and Mike. And there's a fourth brother, a 13-year-old by the name of Paulie, who Tony says can be the best of all of us.
I don't want to be around when they unleash him. He's any better than Torito. Because Torito is mean and rather lean today. He looks like he's not bothered by the left-hand style of Hallacy. Hallacy so far not doing bad against Ayala. Measured first round. Torito not in his usual flurry of activity while he tries to figure out this left-hander.
He is usually busier, and as we mentioned earlier, Ayala said that the southpaw style will have no difference at all, but looks to be approaching it a bit differently than we've seen.
He's a lot more cautious. He's not out there like a bull, rushing out and knocking out his opponent. He is trying to figure out what this left-hand style is going to do to his punching power.
Ayala was awakened 2 fights ago back in late March. He was floored by Mario Maldonado in a bout at the Carrier Dome in Syracuse, and then came back to knock him out in round 3.
Yes, I was there at that fight, and I think Maldonado felt like he should apologize after he knocked him down, because Torito got up with fire in his eyes, and it was all over very shortly.
Pat Hallacy turned professional 4 years ago. He's a 2-time Golden Gloves winner in Kansas, one of 6 brothers. 3 have boxed professionally. And this is round 2, scheduled for 8. Tony Ayala in the black, Pat Hallacy in the white trunks, and in Tony Ayala's corner, he was just told, hey, you got to relax a bit. That straight right working beautifully, but you look a little tense.
He's a little tight. He's a little tight, and that's what they've told him. Stay loose, get a little bit tight, enjoy this a little bit. He's going to run, but just keep after him. Hallacy just landed a good left hook.
Ayala has a 6-pound weight advantage over Hallacy. Scoring is on a 10-point must system here in San Remo, Italy. A bell can save the fighter. Only the referee can stop the fight. And Ayala landing and hurt Hallacy. There is a standing 8 and no 3 knockdown rule. The referee and the 2 judges score.
No question about it. Ayala picking up the attack, as his father told him. Just relax, be cool, keep fighting. He's not getting hit much coming in, but he's doing devastating work when he comes in and starts to punch.
Tony Ayala providing more action in round 2. As we approach the halfway mark, Tony comes in 10-0, 9 victories by knockout, and now working the body on Hallacy very effectively.
The ooze you hear, the Italian crowd doesn't like to see kidney punching. Punches to the side, they don't like at all. And indeed, they are illegal.
Tony Ayala is ranked 10th in the world by Ring Magazine, ranked number 5 in the United States.
Tony's showing his inexperience because he's not circling to try to get by this left-hander. He's coming straight ahead. He's not even bobbing and weaving. He's coming straight ahead at him.
And has been very effective in doing so as he lands on Hallacy.
Because he's got pure power. It's like a tank coming on when Torito comes on. But once he fights a fighter with a great deal of punching power, he's going to have to learn a little bit better. You have to circle away from a left-hander. You cannot come in straight like that.
Referee Emil Lowe's had a busy second round. And Ayala continues to land on Hallacy with 20 seconds left in round 2. And he hurt Hallacy again.
Very punishing attack.
Final second round. It's all Tony Ayala.
All you gotta get close to him and keep your hands up and slip punches and counter. Once the guy's got no legs now, you keep working the body, okay?
All right,
looking
let's go.
beautiful.
Third round.
Some of this corner action, you see the punishment that Ayala inflicts with relentless body attack. That will pay off in this next round. Everything he throws hurts because he's throwing knockout bombs. There's a tremendous right hand to the chin that wobbled Pat Hallacy. Hallacy helpless to do anything but go in the corner and take the attack as Ayala knows no way but forward.
And this is round 3. Pat Hallacy in the white trunk with the blue stripe took a beating from Tony Ayala in the second round. Tony Ayala has not lost a fight since he was 8 years old. At the age of 14, he was a sparring partner for the then WBA welterweight champion, Pepino Cuevas. At 15, he knocked out Roger Lennon, the brother of Sugar Ray Leonard. Won the 77 and 78 National Junior Olympics title. Has the relentless style. He started very tentatively against the southpaw Hallacy, but has come on throwing bombs through rounds 2 and 3.
The referee came over to the corner to warn Ayala about hitting right at the bell, and also went over to the bellman and said, ring that louder, so that we now have a little bit of caution. He could take a round away from him if he wants to.
Pull out.
Further, you get the feeling Ayala has true middleweight power, although he's short for middleweight at 5'7", and Hallacy has a welterweight punch.
Yes, he does, and he has a terrible habit of being driven back into the ropes. As long as he's in the ropes, he has no room to maneuver. As long as he doesn't maneuver, he is a victim of the siege gun attack of Ayala, and now we're going back to the corner.
And Ayala has drawn blood over the lip of Hallacy.
He's now warning, the referee is now warning Ayala not to use his elbow. It wasn't actually elbow. American fighters look like they're using their elbows. They're not. But he's pushing off with his forearm. That's what he was warned for.
Hallacy landing, prompting a roar from the crowd. It looked like Hallacy used his elbow in retaliation.
Hallacy just took a page out of Ayala's book, but he did use elbow. He used an elbow like a basketball player does under the basket. He's taking a lot of punishment. Give him a standing 8 count here.
Under European rules, a standing 8 count in the books. We are approaching the 30-second mark in round 3, scheduled for 8.
One wonders how many standing 8 counts they can give before they stop the fight.
Hallacy told us earlier that he's never been put down. And he is being punished now by Tony Ayala, taking a tremendous beating.
Another standing 8 count.
5, 6, 7, 8. Go.
Now look at me. I'll tell you something. What you got to do. Now, if you can't do no better than what you're doing, I'm going to have to stop it because I don't want to get punched around. Give me that. Hear what I'm telling you? Yeah. What do you? Yeah. Now, what are you going to do now? I'm going to give you one more round. Yeah. And if you don't do no better than what you're doing, I'm going to quit. Okay? Come on. Huh? You hear what I'm telling you? Yeah. What am I telling you?
You'll stop if I don't do no better.
That's right. You get back to bounce. Don't be punching with him. You two get smart. This is the 4th round coming up, isn't it?
Look good when you're boxing. The 4th round coming up. You look beautiful when you're boxing.
Give me that. So what are you going to do? Stay and move. Stay alive. All right?
Water.
Water. Spread it off fast. Now, if you don't get off them ropes, quick. You're going to be in trouble with it. Now do it.
Well, Pat Hallacy's manager, trainer Dick Meek, just told Pat this is round 4, and if you don't begin to do better than you have, I'm going to stop it.
Yeah, he's told him to get off the ropes, and of course the ropes is his undoing, but he can't help it. He gets pushed into the ropes and pulled into the ropes by Torito, whose awesome strength is the telltale factor in this case. He just pushed him. Now he's getting back to the ropes again.
Tony Ayala, 18 years old, out of San Antonio, Texas, in the black trunks. And Pat Hallacy, 25-year-old out of Wichita, Kansas, who has taken... He took 2 mandatory 8 counts in the previous round, and here's the manager, trainer Dick Meek, saying, that's it.
He has stopped it from 4 straight body shots.
So Dick Meek, one-time horse criminal who joined forces with Pat Hallacy 3 years ago, wisely putting a conclusion to the bout. Tony Ayala opening up to measure the left-handed style of Pat Hallacy. Started slowly, but then came on very strong. Ayala taking command in the 3rd round and then putting Hallacy down in round 4. And this is the first time that Hallacy has ever been put down, according to the fighter. So it is a technical knockout for Tony Ayala. A left hook doing the job on Pat Hallacy. A technical knockout in round 4.
That's right. Oh, I thought I'd done the right thing.
All right, Ferdy is ringside with the Ayala clan, so let's go up to the ring.
Torito, you went right to the body.
Yeah, I had heard he did go to distance with the world champion, so I knew I had my hands full. And I thought maybe I should go to the body, try and get him weak, so the later rounds I would be able to pound him.
Did fighting a left-hander bother you?
It's a little different. It didn't bother me. It's just you got to do everything different, that's all.
You didn't move much. You didn't move around him. You went straight for him. You didn't even move side to side. Was that your strategy?
Yeah, I had to force him to fight because I knew I was a stronger man. I know I'm strong, and I just had to force him to fight.
Congratulations to you all. Marv?
All right, Ferdy, so Tony Ayala with a 4th round technical knockout of Pat Hallacy. Tony Ayala extending his record now to 11-0 with 10 by knockout.